Hey, what's up, good people? I'm coming to you to share this new format that I've been trying out, like a daily accomplishment that I want to share with you guys. And I'm liking it so far, but I'm calling it reps. So every day I'm trying to get my reps in. Rep is REPP. So that stands for reading, exercise, prayer, and play. So you can switch up the order too. You can call it something else, but those are the four things I'm trying to make sure that I get in every single day. And so I've been trying to do it in micro sessions, right? So you know how you'll say that, okay, I'm going to accomplish this today, and the day can get ahead of you if you don't get it all done in the morning. And sometimes dedicating a lot of time to those four things in the morning is hard because you either need to get up really early, and then if you don't, then you're like, okay, I need to start getting ready for my work day, and so it can be a challenge. So in an ideal world, you'll put a lot of time into those four things throughout the day, but I've been doing it in a micro session. So that means less than 10 minutes, I'm getting all four of those things done. It's like a hit workout for some daily accomplishments. So basically what I'm doing is dedicating about 2 to 2.5 minutes on each of those items. That way, I've got a little transition time. So I'm really challenging myself to get it all done in 10 minutes. So here's what I did today, right? So again, so REP, REPP, stands for reading, exercise, prayer, and play. And so you can switch the orders up. But today, the way I did it was I started with my reading. And so I'm reading the Eric Thomas UOU book. This is a great read, by the way. I don't read nearly enough, but I'm really trying to do better reading books. I like to read articles and short form content, but I don't tend to read a lot of books, so I'm doing better with that. And I don't really like audio books because I have a hard time paying attention. So I know I can't be the only one, but I've tried to listen to audio books, and I feel like I'll get through a half an hour and I'm going, what the heck did I just like? I'm paying no attention because my brain is doing so many other things that I literally don't remember any of the words that I heard. So I really need to look at the words so that I can read them for myself. It's kind of like when I was in school, we used to do popcorn. I hated that game. One, because I had a hard time paying attention every time somebody else was reading. So we all know the anxiety of losing your spot and then you get called on at that moment and you don't know where you are. But I also found it frustrating trying to read at someone else's pace, whether they read faster or slower than me. It's like, man, I just need to be able to read at my own speed and kind of leave me be. But anyway, so that's what I did for my reading. So I set my timer for about 2.5 minutes, and I just read, and I got through maybe two pages, right? So I didn't read a ton of, or maybe a little more than 2 pages. So it's a really quick process, but it just allowed me for that 2 minutes. I was focused. Then I did actually, I take that back. I started my day with prayer. That was my first thing. I did 2.5 minutes, just took some time to pray and do some good breathing exercise. I did some box breathing for 2.5 minutes. Then I did my reading with my Eric Thomas book. And then step three, I went to my play session. So play can be whatever you want it to be, but it should be somewhat fun. Whether you're, do a Sudoku puzzle, a crossword puzzle, a word search. I actually use this book. It's difficult riddles for smart kids. I'd like to be a smart kid one day. But we got these for our sons, and these are good. Don't get it wrong. It may say kids, but a lot of these riddles are hard. So this is a challenge for almost anybody. But we'll do this for family time, and it's always fun to practice these. But today, I think I got through like 3 or 4 riddles. I got one of them semi right, the other ones I didn't. So I probably need to start at the beginning uh, and try again. But what's interesting about books like this, these riddles, is that they really require you to think outside the box. And I think when you think about solving problems, overcoming challenges in your personal life and in your professional life, especially if you're a business leader, a small business owner, whatever it may be, um, the occasional challenge to think outside of the box and to kind of step back from the question is a great exercise. And so again, it's done in a fun way with these riddles, but you can obviously see how you can apply that to other parts of your life. And then for my last step for the day was the exercise piece. So I again set my timer for 2.5 minutes. I did wall squats, I did some push-ups, and I did some front side kicks. I'm trying to get into some kickboxing anyway. But as you get older, I'm 41. See, I had to think about it for a second. I'm 41, and it's funny when you do certain things and you like today, like I'm just doing some front kicks and side kicks, and I ask myself, when's the last time I kicked? Like think about it. If you're an adult, when's the last time you kicked? Lift your leg up and actually kick forward or backwards or sideways or whatever. So there's those motions that we just don't use, as in our adult life. So I just tried to get myself moving. So again, that's how I got my reps in today. REPP, reading, exercise, prayer, and play. And I think I may have switched those every time I say it, but either way, those are the 4 things you're trying to get in. I did them in a micro session today, so 10 minutes in total, giving about 2.5 minutes to each of those 4 things. Now, of course, I'm going to work out later. I'm going to take my dog on a walk. We usually walk for close to 40 or 45 minutes. I'd like to come back. I'll probably take a short break when I take my lunch and maybe read some more for another 10 or 15 minutes or something like that. Maybe take some meditation in the afternoon to pray again. So obviously you can incorporate this stuff into your day and spend much more time on it. But the purpose of the 10-minute micro session is that it helps ensure that you get it done. So that if my day gets ahead of me or if some things come up later that I didn't plan for, and I'm like, man, I never got back around to reading, I did read, right? Yeah, I did it for 2.5 minutes, and that was good and refreshing. So, of course, I'd love to do it for more later, but if I don't, I still got something in, even if it was small, right? So, it's all about achieving those small nuggets. It kind of sets the tempo, sets the tone for the rest of your day. And if you, again, don't manage to come back to something or lose focus or lose some discipline later, at least you got that nice micro session in, and then you can build on top of that. So you guys try it out, and I'd love to hear what you think. Peace.